This is Sheshachalam from Ashwagat, Mysore. Today, let us talk about one important factor, which is uh, one of the most important factors. This is the important factor that an astrologer should have as an inbuilt quality. Anyway, everybody doesn't have everything inbuilt because everybody is born the same, as a tiny young child. Then what does it make so important that we differ from each other? Is it because we want to be different? We don't want to be the same, or it feels that we are boring to be the same? It does not, because we all like the same things, most of the things. That's why there is a huge marketing sector which tries to sell, from cakes to pizzas. We all have the same preferences. It's not that the menu card is has infinite pages. It has finite pages, and we all go to the same hotels, we all go to the same restaurants, and we eat. So that means there is something very much common in between us. But what is that most important thing which actually makes us what we are? That is ourselves. So, whatever we are going through in this world today, like going through expectations, going through failures, going through frustrations, going through emotional problems, we go through all these things with respect to what we are inside. The situation of the same situation will give you a different type of an experience if you are something different inside. For example, these things have been spoken around the world and across the net everywhere. But still, I thought that this important point is to be discussed now, because people who want to become astrologers, they need to have this quality of self realization before ending up into anything else. Before predicting somebody else's future, before predicting somebody else's life, before trying to suggest somebody, a person should go into self realization as to what this whole creation is about. It's very difficult to understand it on the same day. A lot of meditation is required. Let me continue with the subject. There was a film which a cinema which I saw uh, many years back. An old cinema where the house owner, that's the I'll not tell you it's the owner, I'll tell the head of the house, the grandfather, will one day keep talking to his family members, and then he will keep listening to one sorrow after the other, one requirement after the other, one, we lack this, we don't have this, we don't have that, we have to have this facility at home, that facility at home, that, this, and everything. So he one day takes a chalk, draws a line on the board, and gives the chalk to the family members and tells, without rubbing that line, make that line small. So many people think a lot. It is so difficult to do. A small child in that house runs, comes and takes the chalk from the grandpa, tells the grandpa, give me the chalk. So what does that child do? She draws another line bigger than that next to it. So then tells grandpa, now that the other line what you drew has already become short, it has become small. Our problems are like this. We feel that our problems are huge, very big. So we get into it's like a whirlpool, a turmoil of problems. We get into it, we get immersed into it. The the fact is that we get so much deep into it that we forget the purpose of our life. We forget everything in this world. We want our problems to get solved one by one, and our problems have a very big long list. It's a huge list. It's a, by the time you solve it, you need around 4 or 5 births to happen. The point is here that you can reduce your, you know, pain or the feeling of let down by increasing your realization. The perception has to increase. So then what should we do then? I have simple techniques. There are many people who do not want to talk to themselves. There are many people who do not want to see their own face in the mirror. They are not happy. They always feel that I don't look good. I have put some more weight. I have to reduce. What does they think about me? What do these people think about me? I got a bad review yesterday on my dress. So they are always worried about their appearance. So they don't want to, first of all, see themselves. Forget about talking to themselves. You need to love yourself. Love thyself. If you know how to love yourself, go to the mirror in the morning. See your face. Tell hi, how are you, good morning. Love yourself. Be happy that you're alive. You're alive. You are able to see your own self at least. So be happy that God has given you, or let us say there is no concept of God, that life has given you one more chance. That you have seen the morning, you have seen the sunrise. There is one full day ahead of you. Do something good. So, do something good to yourself first. A happy man is the one who will always try to make others happy. You are having sorrow inside, you will not be able to bring out the sorrow of others or listen to them. Your pot, if it is filled, how will you even take anything from anybody? You can't take happiness, or even you can't take sorrow. You can't take even their simple words. You can't even reply to a thank you. You can't even reply to a good morning. I have seen people who simply wish morning, afternoon, evening. So they don't even put a good in front of it. You need to acknowledge. See, somebody is trying to tell good morning to you. So tell good morning to them. So that means you have listened to them. You have acknowledged that they have wished good to you for this day. And you have given that back with good, happy, you have blessed that thank you. You told good morning to me. So a good morning to you too. So we are, stuck into our own problems, so many problems. That's not at all a problem. Actually, we have to come out of these things one by one. And to do that, the first step, this is for an astrologer, but it's for everybody. You do it and you will be happy. At least you will be relieved from all these unnecessary frustrations of day-to-day life. Be peaceful, be happy, be harmonious. Start loving thyself. Start loving yourself. So, respect your goals. If you do not respect your own path of life, how do you expect anybody else to come and respect what you are doing? Whatever you are doing, whatever menial job you are doing, whatever important job you are doing, it is just a job. It is just a job for the day. When you sleep and you go unconscious, you are as good as the other person sleeping in his house. He is also sleeping and unconscious. He does not dream of anything. You are not dreaming anything. We are all just living bodies when we are sleeping. We do not have any difference there. Only when the conscious mind crops up when you get up in the morning, oh, I am the vice president of this particular company. I have to take these decisions today. I am very responsible, my God. So this ego or the responsibility will start coming around you. So that guy gets up in the morning, he tells that I am a fireman. I have to go to this place, I have to douse the fire. He is doing his work. It is important to him. So if you first respect your goals in life, that's the time when you will start, you know, believing that whatever you are doing is important in life, and that's the time when you will start getting satisfaction. You will love what you are doing in life. So discipline, routine, and responsibility is very important even for an astrologer. Self realization, that's where I am coming in this talk. Everyone wants to achieve something great, you know, everyone wants to go to the peak. How can that happen? The peak is, the peak, how it is. It doesn't have much space there. How can everyone go and stand there? The huge population. It's very difficult. These social achievements cannot be like this. Everybody cannot achieve everything in the social spectrum. But I'll tell you, if it is you are going to realize self happiness, peace of mind, bliss, you can achieve it, because each and every person has a peak and he can climb it. The trekking is tough, but he can do it himself. So, unnecessarily getting frustrated that everyone in this world wants to achieve something great, wants to be something special, wants to be something unique, and God bless, that's so difficult to do. It's so difficult to do. But ask anybody in this world, everyone in this world will ask the same thing. I want peace of mind. I want to be happy. You know, I want to realize this morsel of food. I eat it without even thinking, what am I eating? I don't know what am I eating. I am that frustrated. I want to come out of this and I want to be peaceful. Let me simply not bother about the world affairs today. Let me first bother about myself. Let me become selfish in the process of realizing my soul. Let me cleanse myself today. If everybody does this, the whole world will be one beautiful place to live in. So I have made some points, and yeah, we all know that this body, started from a speck, not even a speck. It was just a single celled ova. That's the egg of the mother, you know, getting fertilized by a sperm, become, then suddenly starts multiplying. When it starts multiplying into several million cells, it starts accumulating food. It wants food now because it has to have a shape. It has to fill itself. It has to come out as a baby. So it starts accumulating. So we are nothing but the accumulation of this soil, this air, this water. We are nothing but the Panchabhutas. We have taken space, we have taken air, we have taken water, we are living on, the fire. All this, all the Panchabhutas, we have all the Panchabhutas within us. The Panchabhutas, the five elements. So, with all these five elements within us, then what are we? Are we these five elements? Or we are something else? What actually is happening today is the body which has been accumulated by the force of energy, which is known as the prana or the soul, is now dominating the soul itself, because we have accumulated so much of unwanted stuff. We keep accumulating. We don't stop accumulating. We eat every day. It's not just to preserve the life. It is like we want more and more and more, so we start taking it in. So what actually is happening here is that we have now lost the uh, you know co- communication with our own self, that is our soul, our energy. The day when we got fertilized, we were energy, pure energy. It was like a golden egg. So now, after accumulating so many things from outside, the Panchabhutas, we have put so much of barriers between our soul and this creation that we feel that we are something very different. We are an individual entity ourselves. Do you think that your skin is the boundary of your own self? Think about this question. So, if that is not, then what are you? So, many big saints have gone into this in depth. They'll tell, the Nirvana Sukta by uh, Shankaracharya, one of the best, the uh, crux of what actually a person should understand, what he is, who am I? Nirvana Sukta by Shankaracharya. Beautiful it is. So, he simply tells that I am not the hand, I am not the thought, I am not the perception, I am not my legs, I am not what I see, I am not what I am not what I dream. Then what am I then? So, who am I is a huge question. I will not go into that. But let me first start by telling, love your own self, respect your own self, give a lot of weightage for your own self, but don't become selfish. So, am I just physics, biology, and chemistry what scientists can explain about me? No, I am not. Even the scientist himself will tell that he is not what you know he can touch. He is not what I can dissect. No, it's not what he is. He is something inside. He'll tell that I am something unique. I can understand that I am something unique, but I am not able to realize it fully. Meditate. Lot of meditation is important. Ignorance has made us feel different from what is in the macrocosm. Me, as a small tiny speck of knowledge and consciousness, has become blind to the state where I feel that I am something different from what this world is. So, what separates me from this immense knowledge which is around me, and I'm not able to get that knowledge? What if I know everything? Then I'll be what everything is. If I know everything, I do not have to experience because it is inside me. Isha Vasya Idam Sarvam. No, beautiful train. Okay, so Isha Vasya Idam Sarvam is the first line of the Isha Vasya Upanishad, which tells that Isha, that is the divine power, the divine energy, is all pervading. It's everywhere. It's everywhere. It's in you, it's in itself, and it is everywhere. So that's what is the real, that's what it tells, that is Almighty. So you are inside it. But what if you itself are the knowledge which is all pervading? Then you would not have to seek out or seek in, because you are it. You are it. So, can you extend your perception, beyond the skin? Can your aura, what we explain that aura, that there is some energy. Now they keep telling that there is aura. So I also keep telling that Ketu is aura around you. Rahu is the Sharira, what you have accumulated. All the other 7 planets are inside you, starting from the Mooladhara Chakra to your Sahasrara Chakra, like the Saturn, the Venus, the Jupiter, the Mars, the Mercury, the Mars, and then you have Moon, and then the Sun to the Sahasrara. So if all this is inbuilt and I am only this much, then can I extend my perception to a level where I can realize the happiness, the pain, the uniqueness of this creation? You can do that. And to do that, what should you do first? You should first make yourself strong within. You should make your core, that's your soul, strong within, so that you will be able to slowly start expanding. A hollow core will fall down. It's like a hollow tree will crumble. It has to be solid, strong tree inside, and it does not have to be hollow. The more, the bigger it becomes, the more the strong the core should be. So the more the power, the more the energy pervades. It's like the brighter the light, it farther it reaches.